On August 29, 1990, Catherine Thompson was arrested at her San Fernando Valley apartment, on a charge of conspiracy to commit murder. She was accused of masterminding the murder of her 49-year-old husband Melvin Thompson, who had been gunned down 2 months earlier. Police also arrested the suspected hitman, Philip Conrad Sanders, along with his wife, Carolyn, and her son, Robert Louis Jones, on the same charges. Melvin was killed in the bathroom of the auto shop he'd owned for 20 years, located on Santa Monica Boulevard. The gunman had entered the shop, stole an undetermined amount of cash, and the Rolex watch on Thompson's wrist. Thompson, who was alone, was shot several times. Catherine, Melvin's wife of 10 years, told police that she had just arrived at the shop to pick up her husband when she heard shooting. At first, police believed the shooting was connected with the series of Rolex watch robberies, then taking place in Los Angeles. The same week that Melvin Thompson was killed, a 42-year-old man was shot in his newly purchased Beverly Hills home, by a gunman who struggled with him over the valuable watch. But police soon began suspecting that Catherine was involved in the crime. Through a tip from a witness who wrote down the license plate number of the getaway car, police had linked Philip Conrad Sanders to the crime. At trial it was proven that Thompson had hired Sanders and his wife and son to kill her husband, so that she could collect on a $400,000 life insurance policy. Among other facts, the investigation showed evidence of many telephone calls between Thompson and Sanders in the days leading up to the murder. In September 1992, a jury recommended that Thompson should receive the death penalty for masterminding the murder of her husband Melvin. On June 10, 1993, after months of legal maneuverings to persuade the judge to overturn the sentence, Catherine Thompson showed no reaction as the judge sent her to death row. November 22, 1999. Seeking revenge against her husband for their failing marriage, 42-year-old Socorro Caro cold-blooded murdered 3 of the couple's young sons, in their Santa Rosa Valley mansion. She tried to blame her husband, a prominent rheumatologist in Northridge, but there was never evidence he was somehow involved. 11-year-old Xavier Jr., 8-year-old Michael, and 5-year-old Christopher were shot in the head at point-blank range. The 4th son, 13-month-old Gabriel, was unharmed, and today he resides with his father. Caro also tried to kill herself, but survived a gunshot wound to the head. She says the injury caused brain damage that prevents her from remembering what happened the night of the shootings. Who will remember forever are the several witnesses, including her husband Dr. Xavier Caro, who had been violently attacked before. In 8 previous incidents, Socorro Caro had used weapons and the element of surprise to her advantage, and had caused several injuries, including serious eye damage to her husband. At her trial, the defense argued that Xavier Caro actually killed his sons, then framed his wife for the crime. Twice during the lengthy trial, Caro has been removed from the courtroom after prolonged tearful outbursts. In October 2001 she took the stand in her defense, and pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. The jury didn't think that was the case, and convicted her on 3 counts of first-degree murder, recommending the death penalty. On April 5, 2002, Socorro Caro was sentenced to death and sent to Chowchilla, California, where she awaits for her punishment, with Catherine Thompson and 18 other women, at the Central California Women's Facility.